It's week 2 of the NFL, and we've got C.J. Stroud. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Commanders and the Giants, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very...
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Swift. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Yeah, this will be a Giants first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Slayton. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Carr. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Bearing for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
That's a pretty darn good start to this season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's going to go down again. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and have to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and that will come the offense as they take over. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Stroud to throw it. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now after the INT, it's Carr. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now this defense for the Commanders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
And 6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Daniel Whelan now. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close, they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Swift. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Swift again. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Here's Stroud. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
The New York set to take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On play action, now Carr.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
On 2nd down, here's Carr.
He'll get this off to Swift.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They begin the drive with Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Robinson with another carry.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Carlton Davis picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And his throw is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very...
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Here's Swift.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD.
DeAndre Swift. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken a 13-0 1st quarter lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this 1st quarter, and he's got both of them.
But he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson, the Commander offense.
Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Now Stroud. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. You talk about this Giant defense.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing a...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick, busting free at the 10.
Pass interference, defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Michael Dana.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Stroud looking to throw. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 10-yard line.
They'll run again here with Robinson. Bust through the tackle. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Stroud out of the gun here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, and they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hand off now to Robinson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Stroud. Olave over the middle. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his third touchdown now on the year.
And the Commanders are back within a score.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And New York set to take the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift, running left. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Carr. Incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Short throw caught by Pitts.
63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Stroud to throw it. Oh, and that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field diving to grab it? No, he didn't.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On 2nd down, Swift.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback's here.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Carr now on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Carr to throw on 2nd down.
That's complete to Slayton. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Shotgun now for Carr. And it's caught.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Again, they'll throw with Carr.
That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 21-7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Washington offense set to take over. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. This went into the hands of Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On the give, here's Robinson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Stroud working out of the gun. And my goodness, another interception. Carlton Davis picks it, powering his way forward. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
New York set to take the field. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Carr. Going right side, he finds Slayton. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is, once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
Elliott good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though,
Not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Open man downfield is Johnson.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The final shot here before half for Carr.
Able to locate his man Slayton on an out route.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, and it's the Cowboys on top as they play the second quarter. Tua Tagovailoa, 4 touchdown passes. Next, we'll visit the other team in Texas as we head down I-45 to check on the Texans at home in Houston. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Jordan Love with a couple of touchdown tosses. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Josh Allen, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. We watched a solid performance out of running back DeAndre Swift. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. First chance for the Commanders' offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
The second down throw now from Stroud.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Stroud looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Curtis Samuel.
Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
To throw, it's Carr.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Here's 3rd and 3. Swift going to try up the middle.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On 1st down, Carr.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Throwing now is Carr.
This one caught by Davis.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Back to the running game with Swift. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelsey. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
From the gun, it's Carr.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
Now a 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Stroud. Going underneath, Gibbs has it.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
7 yards there and a first down. Stroud to throw it.
And now here is another interception.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Carr.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
To throw his Carr. And his throw here is incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm was just off. He's got
know.
thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Robinson on a give right side.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now Stroud.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36.
How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll run here with Robinson.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Giants' 36-yard line.
Stroud working out of the gun. Olave holds it in. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie us at 24 all. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
And New York set to take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Carr.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Carr now to throw.
Shoves him away. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down.
Now a play fake. Carr.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
23 yards on the play.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Going with a big fullback. Wow. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Swift is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the
touchdown Giants. Travis Kelce. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Giants have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And the Washington offense going back to work. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Stroud's throw pulled in by Jefferson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 3rd and 8. Here's Stroud. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Carlton Davis picks it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
That's interference. Defense.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. This will be caught at Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Stroud sets up the play action. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Stroud out of the gun here. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And Stroud now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Stroud. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Looking to throw. Stroud. And they'll get this down to the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Touchdown, Washington. Chris Olave
From 10 yards out.
and the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Elliott on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Fighting his way through contact.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The New York set to take the field.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 3.
Carr going to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Carr's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Commanders' offense set to take over. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. He completes it to Olave.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And New York set to take the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now Carr.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. On play action. Now Carr. And that will be incomplete as well.
And this defense definitely in his head there on third down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
On the ready.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
In motion goes the tight end.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 73 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. A Again, it's Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A give left side to Robinson.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
As they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So Derek Carr in the offense, down by a field goal, a little over a minute to go.
Now Carr.
How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Here's Carr. Finding Kelsey.
I like what they did there. Still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Throwing his Carr. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game, and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Carr to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. To Inigo Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote. So it's the Commanders who come away with a win, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, just a tremendous game throwing the football. Over 400 yards passing, 3 touchdown passes included in that total. And he really just dissected this defense from the opening kickoff to the final gun.
So for the Commanders,
they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.